What is up, Movie Maker viewers? My name is Nate, and welcome back to Far Cry 4 News and Hype. Today we're looking at the minimum and optimal PC requirements in order to play Far Cry 4 on the PC. Game developers throw out PC spec requirements because different PCs have different hardware, unlike your PS4 and your Xbox One, which have the same hardware no matter the console. So don't think I'm leaving you console players out for this video. There just simply is the requirements for the consoles. Well, let's jump right into the first requirement for minimum and optimum settings. It's the supported operating system. So that means you need Windows 7, Windows 8, or 8.1, and 64-bit versions only. So your 32-bit versions, you might be a little bit out of luck in this case. Next, we're moving into the processor, which is the driving part of your computer. The recommended minimum is an Intel Core i5-750 at 2.6 GHz or an AMD Phenom 4-core 955 at 3.2 GHz. Your optimal processor is your Intel Core i5-2400S at 2.4 GHz and or an AMD FX8350 at 4.0 GHz or better. Next, we move into memory, which is your RAM, your random access memory. Minimum recommended that you have 4 GB. The optimal recommended is that you have 8. Your minimum graphics card that's recommended is a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 460 or an AMD Radeon HD 5850 and have 1 GB of VRAM. Your optimal is a GeForce GTX 680 or an AMD Radeon R9 290X or better, and that's supposed to have 2 GB of VRAM. The optimal and minimum DirectX requirement is version 11. You want a hard drive space of 30 GB available, and you want a sound card with DirectX 9C compatible sound card with the latest drivers. This is what you need minimally to run Far Cry 4 and what the optimum settings could get you. I'm finding some of the settings in this game to be actually kind of high. I'm not too familiar with different i5s and what the different i5s do, but the fact that the AMD FX8350 at 4.0 is the optimal is kind of concerning because usually that high-end 8-core AMD processor isn't recommended. It's something lower than that. But right now I'm looking pretty good for optimal. I have Windows 8. I have the AMD FX8350 at 4.0 GHz processor. I have 16 GB of RAM, not only 8. My graphics card is a little bit lower. I have the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650 Ti Boost, which is a little bit below the 680. I do have version 11. I have 30 GB of open space, and I have a sound card with DirectX 9. So we're looking pretty good on the optimal settings. I do think these optimal settings are kind of high. The 8 GB RAM seems fine. The cards seem fine because I'm assuming this is more for the high settings, but I'm a little concerned about why the processor is so high. If you compare the i5-2400S compared to the AMD FX8350, there's a huge difference. I'm a little concerned that AMD might not do as well because Far Cry 4 posted a video today about how NVIDIA was working with them to optimize the game, and usually AMD processors don't work very well with NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards, which I unfortunately have that combo. Well, that about wraps up this Far Cry 4 News and Hype episode. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to punch that like button. Let us know down in the comments what you think about these PC specs. Are they too high, too low? Are you in that range? Are you optimum? Are you minimum? Are you somewhere in the middle or somewhere way above? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this episode. My name is Nate, sharing Far Cry 4 PC specs with you, and I will see you next time.